All right, yo. What is going on? What is going on? If you guys are watching this right now live inside the Team Jet Set Inner Circle, I want to tell you guys what is up. Today, I'm going to be talking about something. Let me go ahead and actually turn this timer on real quick. I'm going to be talking about something that I've actually been studying a lot over the last couple of weeks. And I want to share this with you guys because I think it's probably one of the most important, actually, without a doubt, it is the most important thing when it comes to building a successful business, building a successful life, building the life of your dreams, getting the things that you desire. And so I'm going to get kind of straight into it. And I'll give you guys a very quick rundown what I've been up to right now here at my little brother's house up here in the Calabasas area. TikTok, mega influencer, star, blowing up. This guy is an absolute freaking beast when it comes to blowing up TikTok pages. Him and his buddies just blew up some page. Can't tell you guys top secret, but just blew up some page to the freaking moon. And they're going viral right now. And so we're just kind of game planning and masterminding some cool stuff, some cool ideas, what it takes to actually become a social media influencer, what it takes to build a brand online, what it takes to get brand deals, what it takes to be able to make money and monetize your page using social media. I think this is like their third, fourth, fifth, 1 billion account already that they grew, just almost actually, really actually overnight. It's actually overnight. They don't really, they say an overnight success is, pretty much impossible, but, these guys are defying the fucking laws of physics because they're doing it left and right. Obviously, it's taking a lot of experience, taking a lot of time, taking a lot of energy to be able to figure out a repeatable process to be able to do that, but they've been able to do it. And so that's just a little rundown of, what we're doing, what we're kind of up to while we're up here. But today I want to talk about something that not a lot of people talk about when it comes to success, when it comes to building your ideal lifestyle, your ideal vision, your ideal business. And there's a lot of hocus pocus, hoorah. I'm not knocking it, but just saying there's a lot of like wishful thinking. There's a lot of, positive mental action. But with this like mindset that like, maybe if I just hope and maybe things will happen, maybe if I just believe things will happen, but they're not actually backed up by science. And the reality is, this mindset is science. Like being able to produce results is science. Being able to achieve your dreams is science. And the reality is, we're God's highest form of freaking creation. We can be anything we want. We can have anything we want as long as we desire it enough and we follow the right principles of the universe, the right laws of the universe, and we stay in line with it, then success actually becomes fairly easy, fairly simple. And so with that said, guys, I want you guys to follow along, take notes. I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of the subconscious brain, how the subconscious brain actually works, how it works in terms of the entire universe, right? There's a universal conscious, there's a universal mind, there's universal energy that, kind of connects every single individual being, human, plant, whatever it is. Right, we're all made of energy. Energy never dies, nor is it ever created. Right, it's only transferred. Energy can only be transferred from one thing to another thing. And so theoretically, actually not even theoretically, but actually figuratively speaking, in real life, you are connected to your dreams. You are connected to your goals. You are connected to anything and everything that you want in this life. You just have to know how to raise your vibration to be able to get yourself to that level. And it requires a level of mastery with your brain and with your mind, a level of mastery with your emotions, most importantly. One of the things I like to talk about is STEM, S-T-E-M, STEM, right? So your skill management, your skill mastery, right? As for S, the T, your time mastery, your time management, right? The E, emotional mastery, your emotional management, right? And then M, your money management, your money mastery, your ability to, be very diverse and very skilled in those four areas, right? Your skill sets, your time, your energy, and your money is ultimately going to predict your life, right? It's ultimately going to be the number one indicator if you're going to be able to reach success or not. And so with that said, take out this piece of gum real quick. With that said, I want to talk about, and I encourage you guys to do some research on your own about these topics, the laws of the universe, I'm not making this up. This is not my fucking concept. I'm not the fucking guru who's like, I found this new revolutionary fucking science and, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. It's been around long before me, right? There's been countless successful people, countless scientists, countless philosophers, countless, just incredible human beings that have proven this concept over and over, that have used this concept over and over, and that, live by these principles every single day, and that's why they're able to achieve the success they have. So any great person you've ever seen, Kobe Bryant, Tiger Woods, LeBron James, Justin Bieber, Drake, right? Anybody who's great at anything that they do ultimately have used one of these, actually all these principles and all these laws in the universe. And so I'm just here sharing with you guys what I've learned from these laws, from these individuals, from these human beings, and how I've been able to apply it in my life and how you guys can apply it into your life ultimately. And so the first thing I want to talk about is, you guys may have heard the quote before, hear no evil, see no evil, or something to that extent. I don't know the exact quote, but essentially saying that you don't want to allow evil thoughts into your brain. You don't want to allow evil beliefs into your brain. You don't want to see evil things. You don't want to let that information into your realm. Right? Think of each human being as having like an aura around them, having like an energy field around them, having a force field around them. That inside of that frame, it's called a frame. Inside of that frame is their reality, right? It's how they view the world. It's their perspective on how things just happen. It's their perspective on their abilities. How possible is it for them to reach success? How possible is it for them to become the best in the industry? Like, everybody's in their little bubble. Imagine everybody's inside their little bubble. And ultimately, the information that you consume and that you let into that little bubble, right, is going to dictate how you view the world. And so I want you just to take 5 seconds real quick, close your eyes and imagine how much different would your life be if you never heard a cuss word in your entire life. Like, no cuss word has ever been into your bubble. You never heard anybody say a cuss word. You never seen anybody say a cuss word. You don't have any understanding of what cuss words means, right? Take 5 seconds to imagine, how would your life be different if you've never seen what it looks like to be robbed, if you've never seen what it looks like to be stolen from, if you've never seen what it looks like for somebody to be murdered on a TV or a video game, you've never seen anybody that has had damage or harm or threats to them, right? If you've never seen any of those things, right, your brain would be unfamiliar with that territory. Your brain wouldn't recognize danger. Your brain wouldn't recognize disempowering words. Your brain wouldn't recognize disempowering beliefs, right? Imagine if you never heard the word ugly, right? You never heard the word stupid, right? And so when you saw something that maybe wasn't your preference, you wouldn't say that's stupid or that's ugly. You would just say, I don't prefer that. I'd prefer something else. Or you would say a word that positively, describes it, like, that is beautiful. That's amazing. I love that. And so understand that these, negative words, these negative emotions, these negative feelings, these negative perspectives that we have as human beings are all because of conditioning. Somebody has conditioned us. Society has conditioned us. These things that we watch on TV conditioned us. The page we follow on social media condition us, right? Our parents condition us. Our teachers condition us. And so a lot of these things that we believe and that we feel to be true are not even fucking true, first of all, right? It's somebody else's opinion, and somebody else fucking told us this. Somebody else has gave us that reason to believe that this is true. And more importantly, not only is it not true, but it's disempowering. It doesn't help you. It doesn't serve you. And so my personal philosophy, my personal belief is, if it doesn't serve you, if it doesn't empower you, if it doesn't help you get to the next level in your life, then you shouldn't associate with it. You shouldn't allow it into your little force field, your little aura, your little bubble, right? You shouldn't allow that negative energy inside of there, because all you're doing is you're hurting yourself, right? You're not helping yourself, right? To say this is ugly, this is stupid, this is dumb, to say these type of things, how does that serve you? How does that help you? How does that help you achieve your life's goal, your life's mission, your life's purpose? How does that help you make more money? How does that help save other people's lives, improve other people's lives, solve other people's problems? Right? It doesn't. And so it's very important to be very selective with the words and with the images and with the conditioning that you allow into your life. You have to have more respect for your perspective, for your bubble, for your aura, for your energy, for your force field. You can't let anybody just come in and disrespect it, bring their negative beliefs, bring their negative conditioning, bring this negative energy and this negative frame of viewing the world into your bubble, because all you're doing is making it harder for your future self to achieve your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, because now you think things are ugly. Now you think things don't look good. Now you think things are stupid. Now you think things are hard. Now you think things are against you. Now you think there's threats. Now you think there's trouble, when in reality, it doesn't have to be like that, right? Somebody conditioned you to believe that. It doesn't have to be like that. You can have everything be in your favor. You can have the world conspire in your favor. I believe that the universe is conspiring in my favor 24/7. It's giving me exactly what I want, when I want it, with who I want it to bring and attract it into my life. And so here's what we're going to be going into today, guys. I'm going to be giving you guys a breakdown on the subconscious mind, universal laws, and I'll make this all make sense for you guys. So make sure you're taking notes. This is probably one of the most important lessons that I've ever taught before. And it's something that I'm continuing to learn about every single day. Sorry about that, I got a call. I bought in courses on this. I've, studied hard. I've trained on this, and I've learned a lot about this type of stuff over the last couple of years. And so I really am super passionate about sharing this with you guys today. And so I hope you guys have a ton of value. If you're watching this live or you're watching the replay of this, just go ahead, drop a comment and say, your opinions, your thoughts, your questions, any feedback, whatever you have that you want to learn more about, things that maybe are brand new information that you never have heard about before. Go ahead and actually comment those below this video whenever you're watching this, if it's inside your back office, whatever it is. And here we go. So the purpose of this call and the purpose of the information I'm about to share with you is to help you remove any disempowering beliefs that are blocking you, right? This mental blockage that's blocking you from getting where you want. Ultimately, you should have whatever the fuck you want. Whatever the fuck you want, it should be yours. There should be nothing in your way. There should be nothing stopping you. There should be nothing that you're afraid of. You should have literally anything the fuck you want. And for that to happen, you have to find a belief system and tap into it, and that empowers you to do that. And it's very difficult to do that if you are adopting the belief system of 99% of the society, 90% of the society, 80% of the society, because most people just don't know what the fuck they're talking about. To be honest, most people don't have any clue, any idea on how the universe works, on how success works, on what it takes to be successful. And they're not smart enough to not walk in their own demise. Every single day, they are doing things that harm them in the future unintentionally, sometimes even intentionally. They just don't give a shit. And so you can't operate. A lot of things you think are true are not true, and you can't operate with these type of things because they're just going to hold you back. And so first things first, I want you guys to write this down, right? Pass no judgment, and I will never be judged. Pass no judgment, and I will never be judged. So a lot of people are afraid to do something in fear of being judged. What are they going to say about me? What if they think this? What if they think that? Understand that is only a thought if you will judge other people. And that was a hard limiting belief for me to break myself. I was thinking like, man, these people will judge me. I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do that. For somebody to judge me, I have to know what judging means. I have to judge other people, right? I have to understand. My subconscious brain needs to understand what judgment means. And so as long as I'm judging other people, why would he wear that? What is he doing? Is he stupid? Blah, blah, blah. Then I would fear being judged because I don't like the emotion that I feel when I judge other people, right? Is this person dumb? That's my body, my brain, my mind knows what that negative judging feeling feels like, right? When you judge somebody, you don't feel good judging somebody, right? Most people judge people because they feel bad about something and they want to judge somebody else to fucking make themselves feel more superior or better. But the reality is it's a crippling feeling. It's not empowering. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't serve anybody. It doesn't change anything, right? If I see somebody wearing an ugly outfit and I'm like, that's fucking ugly. Did that change his outfit? No. Did that change my outfit? No. Did that change anything? No. The comment carried no substance whatsoever, right? And so all it was a negative remark, and that lowers my self-confidence. Even though I might say it in a way to make myself look better or feel better because I think I'm better dressed than this other person, what it really says is I'm insecure about the way I dress. I'm insecure about who I am. I think I need to dress a certain way, look a certain way, act a certain way, or other people will not accept me because I don't accept me. If you fear other people don't accept you, it's because you don't accept yourself, right? And so you're trying to fit in because you don't know who you are. And so pass no judgment and you will not be judged. Pass no judgment and you will not be judged. So many people, I'm going to look back around at this when we get to the end, but so many people, they judge people like, oh, probably trust fund kid. Parents probably bought him that car. Probably, that guy's probably must be a fucking thief. There's no way he was able to get a Lamborghini at 20 years old. That guy, there's no way he's been able to, to travel and have that lifestyle at this age. He must be fucking doing something, illegal or something that's unethical, right? And guess what? When you judge somebody, you're not actually seeing the world as it is. You're seeing the world as you are. When you judge somebody, you're not seeing the world as it is. You're seeing the world as you are. So you're actually distorting your own view and your own image of the world based on you, right? So let's say, for example, I see somebody wearing a gown, right? They're wearing a gown and they have this crown on. And let's say in Africa, that is like the sign of royalty, like the richest person in the entire continent. But because I don't understand them, because I'm not from that culture, because I'm unwilling to learn about that culture, because I want to protect my own bubble, my own force field, my own aura, I go and I say, oh, what the hell is this guy wearing? Is he stupid? It's so ugly. It looks so stupid. Like, what is he thinking? I just blocked my own self because I want to view the world through my own limited bubble. I just blocked myself from an opportunity of being able to say, hey man, like, where are you from? Like, hey man, like tell me more about this. Like, hey man, like, or even knowing like, hey dude, how can I help you? How can I, I know you're right. Cause I just blocked my own self based off my own self-image, based off how I am. It's not really, in reality, this guy may be fucking rich enough to buy me over 10 times, 1,000 times, 100 times, he could buy maybe my whole fucking city. But because I want to judge, right, and do the world as I am, not as the world actually is, I'm limiting my own view, right? And so that's why when people say when you judge others, you're not really judging them, you're judging yourself, right? And you're only hurting yourself. It doesn't help anybody, right? My opinion about somebody is not going to change them. My opinion, if I say that guy must be a fucking thief, well, maybe he is a fucking thief, but is that going to make him a better person by me saying that? No. What if he's not a thief? Then I just took in thief. I just thought of what a thief looks like. I just accepted thief energy. I just let a negative thought, right, a disempowering thought into my subconscious brain. And guess what? What you put out is what you get. Karma, right? That's what it means, right? What you put out is what you get. And so as you sow, you will reap. As you sow, you will reap. And so by me saying he must be a thief, I just put out thief energy into the universe. So it's no fucking coincidence 5 months later if I get fucking robbed, why I got fucking robbed. It's because I'm manifesting that energy. I'm vibrating on that frequency. Didn't affect the guy that was driving. I didn't send some voodoo towards him, right? All of a sudden he's not gonna get robbed. Like, that's my energy that I'm putting out and that I'm manifesting. And so understand that you're only hurting yourself when you do that. And so here we go. Pass no judgment, and you will not be judged. Number one, that's the first most important thing that I want to talk about in this call today, because when you stop fearing being judged, when you stop fearing what people will say, when you stop fearing about what your friends will say, your family will say, your cousins will say, your people that say no, they don't want to buy your shit, what they say, then you're able to have this ultimate sense of freedom to do whatever the fuck you want, be whoever the fuck you want, and have whatever the fuck you want, because you're operating completely independent off of other people's opinions. And so you have this new sense of freedom, right? Next thing I want to talk about, don't say anything that will harm you. So not only do you want to not judge other people, but you don't want to judge yourself. You want to have self-compassion for yourself, self-compassion. And so there's a lot of people who say things like, I'm broke, but it's okay. I don't even like money. I don't have enough money to buy this, but it's okay. I don't even want to be rich. And right? These are the words that only a confused, neurotic, and self-harming individual would say. If you are okay with being in poverty, understand that you have a mental illness. You have a mental illness. And a lot of people may get pissed off when I say this, but it's true. If you are okay with being in poverty, saying things like, I'm broke, it's okay, I don't like money. Yo, you have a mental illness and you need to accept it. Or you need to decide to fucking change it and say that's not my reality, right? You don't have to accept it, but understand that that's the cold hard truth. And a lot of people, they say things like it's okay because they believe that by saying it's okay, that they will not be judged. So first off, that's why I said stop judging, right? You don't have to judge yourself. You don't have to judge other people. Like, just things are the way they are. It is how it is, but you have the ability to change what it is for you. And so why do I say that being in poverty, like just being in poverty in general you have a mental illness if you're in poverty. And here's what I mean. There's a law that states you should have abundance. You should have love. You should have success. You should have anything you want, right? And the Bible says, that man shall inherit the kingdom. It doesn't say man shall fucking, have no food and be starving and not know where his next meal is going to come from. There's no fucking universal principle that says that men should be starving, that men should be broke, that men should not have enough to get by, that men should not have enough to be able to give and, you know, give back. And like, there's nothing that says that. It doesn't exist. You won't find anything. You won't find anything in the Bible. You won't find anything in any fucking universal success book that says that you should suffer, right? Because poverty is suffering. Not being able to have what you want when you want, like, that's not why we're on this earth. God didn't put us on this earth to say, I want this, I'm gonna put this individual right here on this earth right now and watch him fucking suffer for his whole life. That's not why we're here. We're here to improve the earth better than when we got here, right? Leave better when we got here. And so understand that poverty is a mental illness, the same way that physical pain is a physical illness. So let me give you an example. If you went pee and your pee was fucking green or like yellow and had a foul odor to it, you would take that as a sign that something's probably wrong. Something's probably wrong. And you're like, maybe I need to fucking drink more water, but whatever it is, you know that's a sign that something's wrong. You're like, this is not healthy. If you went pee and it hurt, excruciating pain, and you're bleeding, you would know that something is wrong. It wouldn't be a sign that something's probably wrong. You would know something is wrong, right? The same way that if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're working just to live and you're living just to work, you're never actually getting ahead. You're never actually stacking up. You're never actually building abundance. You're just getting by. You're at a complete standstill. You're right at the beginning of the year, you're at the same place that you are at the end of the year. You didn't come up anymore. You didn't grow anymore. That's a sign that something is wrong. It's a sign that something's wrong. And if you're in debt and if you're losing things and if you're in fear and, you know, things are being taken away from you and you're struggling, you should know something is wrong. The same way when you're bleeding and it hurts and you're in pain, right? If you're in debt and if you're in loss and you're living in fear and you're in pain, you should know something is wrong. So why is it that when you have the sign that, you know, man, my pee smells like shit, fucking yellow odor, fucking smells like shit, you take that as a sign, you're like, maybe I should start drinking more fucking water. Maybe I should start eating healthier, right? Maybe I should start working out. Maybe I should start sleeping more. Maybe I should stop doing drugs. Maybe I should fucking stop eating so much candy, right? You see that sign, you make a change. If you bleed and it's excruciating pain, you're like, I gotta go see an expert. I gotta go find a fucking doctor. This gotta stop right now. Fucking, like, no way, Jose, I ain't fucking dealing with this shit. Like, I gotta figure out what is wrong with me, right? I gotta go see an expert. An expert's gonna help me get rid of this problem. An expert's gonna help me get back to normal. An expert's gonna help me, like, be healthy again, right? But yet, when we see the sign that living paycheck to paycheck, working just to live, living just to work, that we're not getting ahead, we see the sign. The universe is giving us a sign like, bro, what you're doing ain't working. But yeah, we just sit there and we accept it. Like, this is just the way it is. This is just the way it is. I see other people winning. I see other people living life. I see other people getting ahead. I see other people accomplishing their dreams. I see other people happy. I see other people in good relationships. I see other people with a bunch of friends. I see other people being bold. I see other people fucking coming up from nothing to something and from something to fucking great to phenomenal. But yeah, we still sit there and we just, I know I'm seeing a sign, but I'm gonna accept this. I'm gonna fucking live, right? It'd be like taking a piss. It'd be like every day fucking your piss smells like fucking like foul odor and it's yellow and green. And instead of you changing your fucking diet, you just kept doing the same damn things over and over and over and over and be like, fuck it, this is normal. This is my new normal, right? I know it's unhealthy, but this is my new normal. Fuck it, right? You wouldn't do that. Or maybe you would. Maybe you're fucking crazy, right? And so how come when we're in debt and we have a loss and we have fear and we're in financial fucking pain, right? We're in pain from social isolation. We're in pain from, you know, being in a shitty relationship with somebody. We're in pain from, you know, dealing with fucking people with bad negative energy, that instead of being like, man, I should go see an expert. I should fix my fucking situation. I should get my finances on track. I should find a fucking accountant. I should find a fucking financial advisor. I should find a fucking mentor. I should find a fucking better law of association. I should find a better spouse. I should find somebody who treats me better. I should find somebody who loves me and appreciates me for who I am. Why is it that we don't and we just accept this as our new reality? We know we're in pain. We know life wasn't always like this. We weren't always in fucking pain. We know what it feels like to be happy. We know what it feels like to get ahead and have a little bit of some wins and have some success. We've seen it before. We all felt it before. We all been in that state before. So why settle and why accept fucking poverty? Why accept negativity? Why? It doesn't make any sense. But the thing is, so many people will accept that. And that's why I say, yo, poverty is a fucking mental illness, man. The same way that pain is a physical illness, because people are accepting it and they're living with it instead of changing it. And it's not a bad thing, right? Mental illness is not a bad thing. Right now, it's actually it's Mental Health Awareness Month. We're doing the virtual reality event, as you guys saw, the virtual reality event that's going down November 8th and 9th in Cancun, right? 25 of the world's largest personal brands. We're teaming up together. We're throwing an event, $100 plus from every single ticket that we're selling is actually being donated to the National Alliance of Mental Health. And so we're going to raise over $500,000. That's the goal. That's the vision. That's the plan for mental health awareness. And I want to let you guys know, mental health, mental illnesses, poverty, it's not a bad, or it's definitely not a good thing, right? But it's not like the stigma that people have where you're in a fucking insane asylum and you're like fucking going crazy and like somebody has to take care of you. That's not what I mean by, a mental illness. It doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It just means you have to start making different choices. It means that you have to start doing different things to get you a different result. You have to start doing better things to get you a better result. You have to start being in better environments to get you a better feeling. Right? You have to start thinking better thoughts to produce a better emotion and a better result and a better action and a better experience for you. That's all it matters. That's all it means. And so understand, when I say poverty is a mental illness, what is the definition of illness? The definition of illness is a disease. It's a disease, right? It's a disease. Dis-ease, disease, dis-ease, 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 unease, right? So disease originates from the words dis-ease, right? Unease, and that just means imbalanced. That just means fucking things they ain't going the way they should be. They're not, completely proportional the way that it should be. And so understand that when you have a mental disease or a mental illness, it just means that, your mental, your mind is not balanced. It's not balanced. What do I mean by not balanced, right? And understand that when your mind is not balanced, your world will never be balanced, right? The outside world is a reflection of what is really you internally see. I talked about earlier at the beginning, your own little bubble, your own little framework, right? Your own little aura, right? Whatever you believe in your mind is what you're going to see in the world, right? If you believe the world's a dark place, evil place, it's out to get you because that's your conditioning, that's the way you've been trained, then that's everything you're going to fucking see. If you believe that, man, the world is conspiring in your favor, that anything that you want, you can achieve, that everybody wants to help you, that you want to help everybody, and that money is abundant, then you're going to see exactly just that. And so what it actually means, right, to be to have a dis-ease, it just means that your body and your mind is operating outside of the law of belief. The law of life, right? The law of life. The law of life. What is the law of life? The law of life is the law of belief. The law of belief means that, like people ultimately, what a lot of people say, man, I'll believe it when I see it. But that doesn't make any fucking sense because you're going to be waiting a long ass fucking time for something if you're going to believe it when you see it. So the reality is you have to believe it and then you see it. Don't wait till you see it to believe it because you'll never fucking see shit. You have to believe it and then you'll see it. Your brain has to be conditioned. Your mind has to be looking for it. Your subconscious brain has to be looking for the signals that are there, but you only will see them if you're in the right state of mind conditioned to accept it, right? And so you have to believe first, then you'll see. And so the law of life, like literally the main number one law of life that everything in the world revolves around is literally belief. It's the law of belief, which is why like we live in a planet where your reality is different from my reality, which is different from this guy's reality, which is different than the next guy's reality. And everybody literally lives in different, like, think about it. Like no two people in the world view the world the exact same way. Impossible. We all have our own set of pre-existing conditions, beliefs, fucking frameworks from our parents, like just the way we handle situations, the way we deal with things, like all these preconceived notions. That's how we perceive the world. It's impossible for two people to view it the same. Even in studies with like twins, like even twins will still see the world slightly differently based off of their own specific experiences and how they interpreted the experiences themselves, right? And so, for example, I could be somebody that came from a family where, let's say, my dad is an alcoholic, right? And so maybe my dad passes away because he has he has alcohol disorder, right? He's an alcoholic. He drinks his life away, and so I can have a twin, and my twin can view the world as like, man, like I grew up with no dad, man. My life is fucking hard, man. Like, man, fucking like life's out to fucking get me. I'm at a disadvantage, man. You know, I'm one of the few people who don't have a dad. Other people have a dad. Like, everything, life's not cut out for me. Like, you know, and so I'm gonna go down that same route. And that twin goes and he's fucking, you know, drinking more, and he drinks his life away. He believes that he's at a disadvantage, and he's trying to cope with it. And he's like, you know, has all these fucking negative things. Like, you know, people are like, man, you don't have to live like this. He's like, man, you don't get it. My life is fucked up. You don't get it, man. I've been through some shit. You don't get it, man. I didn't have it as good as you. And uses that excuse to self-cripple himself and go down this, you know, path of destruction. Or he can have the other twin, on the other hand, who sees that and goes, all right, man, so I never want to fucking give control of my life away. I want to be in control of my life 24/7. I want to be in control of helping other people be in control of their life 24/7. I never want to fucking have to find escapism. You know, and because of this happen, I have even more of a fucking moral obligation to be successful now. I have even more of the, you know, of an opportunity, more drive, more passion, more of a commitment to be a fucking winner now because, yo, I have to. And so other people don't have the same motivation that I do because other people weren't in this situation. I have to be successful because, man, like, look at what I've been through. I have to do this. So one person can use it as like, you don't get it. My life's fucking shit. You know, don't talk to me. Fucking, this is my way of coping. Like, I gotta, you know, this is how it is, right? The other person can literally say, man, I have even more drive than the next guy. I have even more motivation than the next guy. I have even more inspiration than the next guy because of the shit that I've been through. And so you don't even get it. I have to win. You're too comfortable. You fucking grew up in a normal family, blah, 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 blah. You're too fucking comfortable. You don't have any fucking motivation. You don't have any fucking inspiration like I do. I gotta fucking get it. I gotta fucking win. I gotta fucking go, right? So how is it that these two twins can have the same exact situation, right? Same exact father dies, same exact problem, same exact issue. But one uses that as an excuse to fucking be like, you don't get it. I got to fucking be a loser now. And the other person says, man, I got to fucking more motivation than the next guy. I got more drive than the next guy because, like, I've been through more. I got to win now. I got to win. You know, I got to set my family up. I got to set my future family, my future, make sure, you know, every generation after generation after generation after generation has wealth. Right? I want my kids to be wealthy. I want my kids to be wealthy. I want my kids to be fucking wealthy. I have that motivation because this is what happened to my dad. Well, the other guy says, man, my life, I was at a disadvantage. Fucking, I don't want to do what you guys are doing. I can't do what you guys are doing because I'm lesser than you. Right? And so understand that our world has nothing to do with the actual situations we've been through, but merely our perspective on how we view the situations. And so, which is why I say you have to, number one, not pass judgment, right? You won't be judged if you don't pass judgment. Literally, if you didn't know what judgment was, you wouldn't be afraid of being judged. You don't know what judgment is. Somebody who says something about you and you're just like, okay. It's just, if you didn't know what judgment was, you would never fear being judged. So don't know what judgment is. Things, they are what they are. It is what it is. And what somebody thinks it is doesn't determine what the fucking is. Judgment is, here's the equivalent of judgment. If I say this is a fucking iPhone, right? I know it's an iPhone because the branding says iPhone. Judging it, somebody else would be like, that's a fucking piece of shit brick. I know what a piece of shit brick looks like in real life. Like, fucking, I can imagine right now a brick made of actual dog shit, right? And that doesn't look like that to me. They can believe it, that's what it is. But to me, I'm like, shit, maybe it is a fucking piece of shit brick, but yo, I still does what I fucking need to do. Like, it doesn't change the effect of the iPhone. It doesn't change what the iPhone does. It doesn't change how I'm able to use it. It doesn't change it being a tool for me, right? It's just like, yo, here's a better example. I can see a water bottle and be like, hey, or let's say the most common example ever, half full, half empty, right? It's still, at the end of the fucking day, it's just a cup of fucking water in it. Fuck if it's half full, fuck if it's half empty. It's just a cup of fucking water. Give me the fucking water. I'm gonna fucking drink this shit. Fuck your opinion on it. I just need the fucking water to survive. Fuck your opinion. Like, I'd rather view it as half fucking full, right? I'd rather think of an abundant mindset, but the reality is the water is the fucking water. I need the fucking water. Give me the fucking water. I'm gonna drink the fucking water, right? Your opinion on what the water is doesn't change what it does as a function. And so understand, people's judgment on something doesn't change your purpose, your mission, your goal, your abilities? Nothing, unless you allow it to. And so it's so important to know yourself, so important to be self-aware. And so let's really dive into this now. I got some notes right here. So when I talk about your body being in disease, right, and being in an illness, understand that the law of life is belief. And about 99.9% of diseases only originate in somebody's body because their mind allows it to, right? Dis-ease, right? So for example, dis-ease means imbalance. It means not in harmony. And so if you're stressed out, if you're anxious, if you have fear, if you have all these negative emotions, your mind is in dis-ease. Your mind is creating these negative emotions. It's creating fear. It's creating anxiety. It's creating stress. The world is not fearful. The world is not stressful. The world is just the world. Your mind is what is taking in all these fucked up feelings. And so your mind is creating this disharmony inside of your body. And so that is going to make your body out of fucking tweak, out of fucking line. And so when you catch cancer, or when you catch diabetes, or when you catch, some sort of weird ass disease, it's because your mind put your body in a state to be able to be able to fail. If your mind only radiated love, if your mind only had positive thoughts, if your mind only had abundance, if your mind only knew what, success, wealth, abundance, positive things, it never knew fear, never knew stress, never knew anxiety, never knew lack, and never knew judgment. Your mind wouldn't deteriorate your body, right? Mind, body, spirit, it's all one. Your mind is what deteriorates your body. When your body is deteriorating, that's why you can catch a cold. You ever met a guy who's fucking always sick? He's like, I can't do stuff today, guys, I'm sick. And you're like, all right, bro. And like fucking next week, he's like, I'm fucking sick again. I got something else. The next week, he's like, I'm fucking sick again. You're like, dude, this guy's always fucking sick. I've known this guy for 3 years. Has this guy ever been healthy once? Right? He's always fucking sick. What's up with this guy? It's because he believed that he can get sick. He believes that he's the guy who's always sick. He's like, dude, I always just get sick. I don't know why, but I always just get sick. Like, I'm really easy to get sick. That's his identity. He identifies, so his brain is imbalance. It's disharmony. His brain and his mind is allowing his body to get sick because that's what he's identified as ultimately. Because I've never been sick in my life. I'll never be sick in my life. I'll never, ever be sick. I'm going to be healthy to the day I die, right? God forbid. And so, because I don't believe I'll be sick. It's not a part of my identity. And so if I ever start to feel weird, I'm like, my body will my body will kick it out. My body will take care of it and it'll do its thing. And so I ain't even tripping, right? And so understand that a mind in disharmony, a mind that views the world in balance is what creates a body in disharmony and creates a reality in disharmony, because that we have this reflection, right? What we believe inside is going to be a reflection of what we see on the outside. And so very important with your words that you say and that you believe are aligned with what you want. So for example, if you ever see a guy in a nice car, don't ever say, he's probably a fucking drug dealer. He won't have that car for long. He's fucking got rich fucking quick. He won't, things that come fast will leave fast. He won't have that car for long. His trust fund parents fucking got his car. But don't ever dismiss somebody else's success while also achieving and chasing the same goal. Think about it logically. If I wanted $100 million, why would I ever criticize somebody that has $100 million if they have exactly what I want? Just because I don't agree with fucking how they got it? Dude, that's how they got it. That's on them. I don't care if fucking he's a drug dealer. I don't care if he fucking if he got it because he's fucking donated 10 times more to charity, and so that was like a free reward. And I don't care if his parents got it for him. I don't care if he fucking found it in a lotto ticket, whatever it is. Like, he got it. He has what I want. He has what I want. I'm not going to criticize the guy because guess what? Your subconscious brain's not that smart. Subconscious brain, when you look at the car, when you look at the lifestyle, when you look at the person that has what they want, and you go, oh, he must have done this and done that, oh, blah, blah, blah. Your subconscious brain is looking at the image. It goes, Lamborghini, nice car, fucking cool shit. Oh, like bad guy, bad person, bad beliefs, bad blah, blah, blah. And so when you do that, you're just telling your subconscious brain that this is out of reach, that it's not possible. And so what you need to do is when you see somebody that has something what you want, like, man, what do they do? How are they so successful? Man, this person's killing it. Man, this person's crushing it. I think I got to go to the door in a second. One sec. Hold up, coming. Yeah, okay, bro. And so what you need to do is you need to attach positive feelings, positive emotions, positive experiences to the things that you want. You see the person with a nice car? Man, how did that person fucking get it? Man, be excited, be energetic, right? Like, tell your subconscious brain, like, man, when I see that, I get fired up. I get fired up. And that is the driving emotion that's going to allow you to go chase it. If your subconscious brain recognizes nice car, but with shitty feelings, negative emotions, hateful emotions, judging emotions, then your subconscious brain's gonna be confused. It's gonna be confused. You're like, wait, do you want the fucking car or do you not want the car? Because every time you view the car, like, your body feels and your mind is giving you stressful thoughts and hateful thoughts and anxious thoughts. Like, is this really what you want? And so that's why you're gonna struggle building your business to be able to chase that car. That's why you're not gonna be able to sell with confidence. That's because, dude, you're associating all your goals and dreams and aspirations with negative, hurtful, disempowering emotions. So every time you see your goal, every time you see something you want, every time you see somebody else win, attach positive, empowering emotions. Like, oh, that guy just leveled up. Man, that feels good, right? Embody that experience. Like, that's what it looks like to win. That's what it feels like to win. I want to be a fucking winner. I want to be a fucking winner, dude. And when you can see that, and your subconscious brain now is reminded every time it sees that image, sees that goal of a winning emotion, that is going to drive you to go out and crush your goals and to achieve exactly what you want, to give you exactly what you want. And your subconscious brain needs to know, like, that feels good. That's amazing, right? It needs to be positively reinforced by that image that it's seen. And so understand that whatever you impress on your mind consciously, right? Whatever you look at, whatever you see, whatever you listen to, the shit that you look at on social media, that's being impressed onto your subconscious mind. So if I'm going to look at my goals and talk about my goals, I'm going to make sure that every time I do it, I'm fired up. I'm in an environment that gets me fired up about it. I'm not going to be like, oh man, fucking nice car, and one day I can do it, but right now my life sucks. That's attaching a negative emotion to the goal. You're never going to get it. And you're confusing your mind. Don't confuse your mind. Put your body in alignment. Put your goals in alignment. Put your vision in alignment. Be in alignment, right? Be excited. Be fired up. Every time you work on your goals and your dreams, be excited. Be fired up, right? Think of what you want. Let that excite you. Let that fire you up, and then work on it. And you'll be fired up while you're working. You're going to be in alignment. And ultimately, you have to be in alignment. You're not going to be able to reach your goals, dreams, aspirations if you're not in alignment. And so that is really the kind of main thing I want to go over today, guys. Let me see. And the reason why this all works is the law of vibration, the law of attraction, the law of polarity, right? The law of duality. Everything's a polar opposite. So if there's hot water, there's cold water. If there's tall, there's short. If there's big, there's small. There's always a polar opposite. You can't hate on somebody. If there's rich, there's poor. But it's still the same person. It's still the same thing. You're just adding more money to it. You're having less money added to it. It's still, if you say it's cold, the environment is still the environment. It's just the temperature goes up and the temperature goes down. You can't say I hate the cold, because if you say I hate the cold, then how would you ever know what's hot? How would you know it's hot, right? So everything is on a scale. Everything is on a spectrum. And so everything is one. It's just on a spectrum. Your judgment is what acts as a spectrum. Your experience is what acts as a spectrum. And so you just got to tilt the fucking scale a little bit more, guys. Hopefully that makes a bunch of sense for you guys. And actually, it does make a bunch of sense. But you have to dive more into it. Go research the laws of the universe. Dive into this. Promise you guys, becoming more aware of this shit is going to help you guys get to the next level. Just most important thing, though, is never say anything that will harm you. Never say anything that will harm anybody else. Never say anything that will disempower you. Only believe good things. Only say good things. Only view good things, right? And when somebody shows you something, don't look for the bad in it. Look for the good in it. Look for the best things in it. And when you can find the best things, right, then you're going to see more of the best things. When you see more of the best things, then it becomes your new reality where things are just better for you, right? Believe in money is abundant. Believe that success and relationships are abundant. And I promise you, you will start to see more results in your life and every single thing that you want to do. So with that said, guys, hope you guys got a lot of value from that today. Guys, go ahead and drop a comment, drop a like. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Make a post inside the group, and I'll see you guys soon. Talk soon, guys.